Hi, it's Lindsay Diane from DianeDecor.com. In this video, let's talk about how to use neutrals without making your home look bland. Now, neutrals are the cornerstone of timeless design, but they often get a bad reputation for looking boring or flat. But when used thoughtfully, neutrals can create a home that feels warm, layered, and intentionally styled rather than cookie cutter. So let's jump in to how you can use neutrals in your home without making it seem bland. In this video, we're going to break down what the neutral colors are, why they're so popular in interior design, and 4 proven ways to use neutrals in a way that is not bland or boring. Let's get started. So, what is a neutral color? A neutral color is typically defined as a shade that does not strongly lean toward any particular hue on the color wheel. Common neutrals include white, ivory, beige, taupe, gray, grayish, brown, and sometimes black. Many neutrals have subtle undertones like warm, cool, pink, green, or yellow, and these dramatically affect how they appear in a space. For example, a warm beige with yellow undertones will feel cozy and inviting, while a cool gray with blue undertones can feel crisp and modern. Understanding these undertones is essential when decorating with neutrals, especially if you want your home to feel cohesive rather than mismatched. It's also worth noting that some colors traditionally considered non-neutral, like muted blues, soft sages, or dusty blush tones, can act as neutrals when they're desaturated enough. So why are neutrals so popular in interior design? Neutrals have remained popular in interior design for decades because they're timeless, adaptable, and approachable. One of the biggest reasons homeowners gravitate towards neutrals is their longevity. While bold colors can feel exciting at first, they often feel dated faster. Neutrals, on the other hand, evolve effortlessly with trends. Another reason why neutrals are so commonly used is their ability to create a calm, visually restful environment. In a world where we're constantly overstimulated, neutral interiors feel grounding. They allow the eye to move easily throughout a space, which is especially important in open concept homes or smaller rooms where visual clutter can feel overwhelming. Neutrals also photograph beautifully, which is why they dominate magazines, Pinterest, and Instagram. If you're someone who enjoys styling and restyling your home, particularly from season to season, or you like to dabble in trends, neutrals are the perfect backdrop for that. Neutrals are also incredibly forgiving. They allow you to mix finishes, furniture styles, and even eras without things clashing. Whether you're decorating on a budget or slowly upgrading your space over time, neutral design gives you the flexibility to build a home that feels cohesive, layered, and personal. Now let's jump into 4 ways that you can use neutrals in your home without making it feel bland. Number 1 is to use high contrast neutrals. One of the most effective ways to make neutrals feel dynamic is by using contrast. Instead of decorating with shades that are too close in tone, mix light and dark neutrals intentionally. Think of crisp white walls paired with deep charcoal accents, or soft beige upholstery against black or dark wood furniture. High contrast adds visual structure and prevents neutral spaces from blending into one indistinguishable shade. It also helps highlight architectural details like trim, doorways, and built-ins. For example, painting interior doors and window frames a darker neutral can instantly elevate a room without introducing color. Contrast can also be achieved through finishes. Matte walls paired with glossy tile, dark metal hardware against light cabinetry, or black framed mirrors in a cream tone bathroom all add interest while staying within that neutral palette. If you enjoy a clean but impactful look, Go for high contrast neutrals in your entryways, your dining room, and your living spaces. They give the room definition while still maintaining the timeless appeal that neutral lovers crave. Number 2 is incorporating a variety of textures. Texture is essential when decorating with neutrals. Without it, even the most thoughtfully chosen color palette can fall flat. Since neutrals rely less on color variation, texture does the heavy lifting in creating depth and interest. Start by layering different materials. Linen, wool, wood, leather, stone, ceramic, and metal all bring their own visual weight to a space. A neutral sofa feels far more inviting when styled with a mix of chunky knit throws, soft cotton pillows, and maybe a subtle woven pattern to its upholstery, as opposed to just a smooth, flat, kind of one-note finish. Natural textures are especially effective in neutral homes. So wood beams, rattan chairs, jute rugs, and ceramic accessories add warmth and prevent neutrals from feeling too sterile. Texture also plays a big role in seasonal transitions. So if you have some light, gauzy blankets or maybe some waffle knit blankets in the summer, when it comes to the fall, think about swapping those out to something a little bit heavier like a sherpa or a fleece. This is an easy way to refresh your home with textures rather than a color palette. Number 3 is neutral bases and colorful layers. If you love neutrals but worry about them looking boring, think of them as the foundation rather than the whole story. So keep your foundation neutral. So your walls, your floors, your large pieces of furniture, and then layer in some flexible items like decorative accessories, pillows, throw blankets, artwork. These are things that are easily changeable, and use those as the method by which you bring color into your space. This approach is ideal if you enjoy changing your home with the seasons or trends. So a neutral sofa can look completely different depending upon whether it's styled with soft blues for the summer, warm rust for fall, or rich greens for winter. The neutrals keep everything grounded while the colorful layers add personality. Artwork is another excellent way to introduce color without overwhelming a neutral space. Even one statement piece can bring life and energy to a room dominated by beige, white, or gray tones. Using neutrals as a base also makes decorating more cost-effective. Instead of replacing large furniture items, you can refresh your space with affordable accents. Number 4 is to use animal prints. Animal prints are an often overlooked way to add interest into neutral interiors, and that's because they do tend to be tricky to decorate with tastefully. If you want ideas on how to decorate your home tastefully with animal prints, I have a video all about that. I will leave it in the description box below. But animal prints on their own work well with neutrals because they often have neutral tones in them. So leopard, zebra, cowhide, and snakeskin patterns work beautifully with neutrals because they're typically made up of browns, blacks, creams, or tan colors. The key to using animal prints with neutrals is moderation. A leopard print pillow, a cowhide rug, or a framed animal print can add just enough interest and pattern to a space to keep it from feeling bland without having to pile on multiple layers of these things. These prints bring organic movement and a slightly unexpected edge to an otherwise calm interior. Animal prints pair especially well with traditional and transitional spaces, but they can also soften modern rooms by adding warmth and character. When layered with other neutrals, they read as sophisticated rather than bold. If you're hesitant, start small. One accessory is enough to create contrast and visual interest without overpowering a room. So think of animal prints as a pattern-based neutral. They are timeless and versatile, and if done right, can add a lot of beautiful interest and texture to your space. That's it for this video. I hope you found it helpful. If you liked it, please give it a like and consider subscribing to my channel. And don't forget to visit me at dianedecor.com. I post all about home decorating ideas over there. And thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.